Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this week we begin a new Parsha. Not only a new Parsha, but a new Sefer Bamidbor and Parsha's Bamidbor. The Parsha opens in the Sinai wilderness, in the Midbar Sinai, the second year out of Egypt. We have the Torah in hand, and we have, tragically, the Chet HaEgel, the sin of the golden calf, in hand as well, and that is why they were still roaming around. This began on Rosh Chodesh Iyar, just a little over 1 month and so many years ago. The Mishkan had been erected exactly a month prior to this. There's a lot of mathematics, accounting, and technical sounding things in this parsha. It's really not such hard math if you want to try it. In the first and second aliyah, we have the census. There's a census now, an important thing, a civic duty as well, but to be counted. Moshe counts all the males over the age of 20 and registers them according to their paternal ancestry. Judaism, Yiddishkeit, making someone a Jew goes maternal, but which tribe, which Shevet we belong to goes paternal. The total, not including Shevet Levi, was 603,550. The total number of Jews was around 3 million, right? That was only the males over 20. You have the females, you have the children, elderly, etc. In the third aliyah and shlishi, the tribes are each assigned, each shevet is given their position within the camp. Everybody had their spot. One guy here, the other guy here, the other guy here, around in a formation going like that with the Mishkan in the center. And that was the way they traveled as well. They traveled in this like pack going like this with everybody in formation. Probably quite the sight to see, is a tremendous amount of people traveling through the desert. In the fourth aliyah, in preparation for separating the tribe of Levi, the Torah establishes Aaron's lineage. Aaron HaKohen, who was he? It says he was a son of a son of a son. Although the Kohanim were also from the tribe of Levi, they were counted by themselves. So we count Levi, and then we count the smaller group of the Kohanim who are a subdivision of Levi. And Moshe's sons are not even mentioned, but the Torah refers to his sons, of him and Aaron, which were really Aaron's sons, and that is because a very famous Rashi, because Moshe taught them Torah. When one teaches someone else's child Torah, they become their spiritual father, and they become the credit for their mitzvos that they do. And when one supports yeshivas and supports Torah study, and that includes supporting Torah programs that happen in shuls, one becomes also like that. They get the credit like a father for having brought that person into the world of the neshama, into the spiritual world. In the fifth aliyah in Chamishi, Moshe counts the Leviim then, according to their three families. They had Gershon, Kahas, and Merari, three divisions within the Leviim. And altogether, we have 22,000, and we begin to describe the individual responsibilities of how they would transport the Mishkan, each of those three families. Shishi takes us to the Leviim being exchanged for the firstborn. Moshe counts the firstborn in the rest of the nation, which was 273, which left us with an extra 273 firstborn. There was only 22,000 Leviim. Comes along the mitzvah of Pidyon Haben. That's what we still have till today. That mitzvah that the firstborn is redeemed for 5 silver shkalim from a Kohen. A very special mitzvah and a special opportunity. It only happens to a firstborn son who neither parent is a Kohen or a Levi, was born legitimately in every fashion, etc. Only such a child, and only if it's a firstborn boy that was not through a C-section, and even a couple more details, but that's the basics, is only when we perform a Pidyon Haben, so it's not all that common, and it's a very nice, meaningful simcha to be a part of. We should all be having simchos in our family. The parasha concludes in Shvi, in the 7th aliyah, with the details instructions specifically for the family of Kahas, one of the 3 Levite families. Their primary responsibility was to shlep, as we say, to transport the vessels, the kelim of the Mishkan. Only Aaron and his sons were allowed to cover them. But then, once the Kohanim would cover them, the family of Kahas did the carrying, and with that, we end off the parasha. Question to think about. Those of you who will be zochel, merit to be in shul, and those of you who are not, our thoughts are with all of you. But why is this so many technical stuff, busy with a census, with numbers? This is where they camp, how they camp, the colors of their flags. There's a lot of details here. It's one big happy family, unified. Why are we getting into all these separations and placements, etc.? What's going on with all of that? Have a wonderful Shabbos.